the first time, and then like
Hello,
15%.
everybody.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
don't think I sent everything out. Oh man, I'm getting my
Oh
ass kicked in
no.
Twilight Struggle.
Yeah.
I'm winning one game and losing another game, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. All right. Who has scripts today?
I
I
think
know.
just you.
Okay. Well, then we'll just go over my script,
All right.
and you guys can tell me. Hold up. First, I got. Yeah. Let's go ahead and show that. So Trinity has shown up. And there she is.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Trinity.
The artist.
That's
Oh.
RB White.
Yeah.
Okay.
With covers by and you know I like this part down here. Isn't that cool? Like look at that, like the whole like pedestal and stuff. Yeah.
He's cute.
I think this one's gonna sell pretty well. So like her. It's just you know he gave us that nice plump ass cheek there. I think and I like the studs on the boots and the whole mechanical effect.
Definitely an improvement over the last Trinity.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last one was a little too Hela from Thor Ragnarok.
Right. Yeah. This one's a little different. So, I like it, and I like the cape. I think it works. Hopefully, it's gonna sell well. So we got that. We got some Thor pages. Look, we can at long last finally see Thor's transformation.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, is it this one? No, that's a transformation. That's just the joust with Booby Princess. Everybody loves her. God, so good. Fantasy comics, I'm telling you. People are like the boobs. I'm like, it's in the name. It's fantasy.
Exactly.
Hello. Yeah,
Get with it, people. Yeah.
there's Thora going from.
What's that line from Conan the Barbarian?
You want to live forever?
Film?
Or no. Oh.
No, I can't remember because I'm
okay.
not all with
What
it
the
tonight.
Lamentations one or?
Anyway,
Whatever.
Yeah.
There's Thor doing a transfer. Well, if you gave me a little more to work with, I could have helped you out on that one. All right. Well, we only got my script today, so let's go over. Oh wait. Hello. Oh.
Oh. Who's that?
Oh, it's that's Danny. Danny, relate to me. He suffered some
Internet.
upsetting circumstances and will not be here today.
I was gonna say computer aids, but anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So, but he already weighed in on the script. So we'll just get the thoughts of you two. Okay, scripts.
It stinks. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably. All right, we don't need share screen. Here it is. But all right, before we get into the script, let me go over the most effective means of hold on. Exactly. I was just commiserating with Danny. I'm like, sad day, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've been seeing some advertisements of comparing the metrics of audience response to marketing, and people are like, direct mail is. I'm amazed direct mail is still alive, but at the same time, there are a lot of people who just aren't on the internet. You know, so you can mail a grocery store thing, or hey, here's a coupon or whatever. Hi. Okay, there you go.
You you can mail your
Yeah,
exclusive first issue of Stealing Solo as
exactly.
well. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
exactly. But
yes.
so I'm been receiving texts lately, and that was what the advertisement was: is get in on text messaging, because if you send a text, there's like 90 something percent chance that it will be read by
Huh.
someone on the other end. So sending people targeted text to market your stuff is like the new way to market that I really don't know much about. I think my customers might get a little persnickety if I start like sending them mass text. I don't know, but
Um,
I've been able to collect emails pretty easily and pretty readily.
hmm.
And now my database is like 3,500 email addresses, and it grows more and more every time you put a campaign together.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
and or every time I go to a show and people sign up at the show. So that, and yeah, yes, okay, Google too.
how would you exactly
Okay,
collect the phone numbers?
right.
That,
I don't know what Hammer wants. I have a feeling it has nothing to do with writing. But since both you two are now entering the crowdfunding arena, I would encourage you to get familiar with a service like, for instance, Mailchimp,
hmm.
and open an account there and start learning about how you can turn people from just, hey, they like your product, or they say good things about it, or they want to support you, to people who have subscribed to your email list. Because I do know that Lunga, whatever you want to say about him, I do
Hmm.
know that he was building an email list, and he was able to get his campaign over the hump. You know,
For sure. Yeah. He did
there
get
there
it
was
over the
there
hump.
was some
Yeah.
like spectacular final minute. Somebody gave a whole bunch of money, and
I have
super
no
cool.
idea who that was.
Whatever, but still, he raised a fair amount of money on the up and up for first comic.
uh,
Hats off to him. So
sure. Yeah. It was
um
pretty impressive for a
yeah.
first go. Yeah.
Yeah. So
For sure.
like I would encourage both of you, because you two are both seem to have an interest in making comic books for the foreseeable time horizon.
Sure.
Um, you're gonna need to get acquainted with a service like Mailchimp, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
That makes
Anyway,
sense. Mm.
and start building email lists and start thinking about how am I gonna get people to sign up for my list. Because if you can put together like 2, 3, if you can get together like, all right, if you just put together like your friends and your pals and the people and your grandma and all that, you can probably get together like 100 email addresses. Just that.
Mm-hmm.
You start going on social media, talking to people, doing promotions, doing sign up here. Well, now you can bump it to 500, and so on, and thus and
Hmm.
so and so forth. You know, just putting it out there.
Okay.
All right. Here we are. We're going in the script. Let's go page. Let's just come here on page 30. No, you know what? Everybody remembers it from last time. Let's open up with Erica chewing out
We don't need
Thor.
to
We
refresh.
don't need preamble on this one.
Yeah.
All right, John, why don't you narrate for us?
Page 14, panel 1. Arica remains unconvinced.
Any fool can issue orders. I ask you again, in what way am I cunning?
Panel 2, exhausted. Thora fights to maintain her composure.
Forgive me, Your Highness, but sorry.
I
I am but simply a governess, exhausted from her journey. I fear I am lacking in the graces requires in the court. Sorry.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I have to redo that one.
Yeah.
So you don't know how I am cunning?
No, Your Grace.
Panel
Panel 3. Erica looks to Edmund, who brags about his lover beside a worried Gretchen.
Perhaps you can assist her, Sir Edmund.
My queen, you sit as the fairest in all the land, but unlike a naive maiden, your wheel,
Oh,
your
yeah. Yeah, it should be
yeah,
you wield, yeah.
okay, you wield your beauty to social advantage. We are under your spell. What could we common knights do but follow out your orders, however perilous? Long live Queen Erica, the cunning and the beautiful.
Panel 4. Erica returns her gaze to rest on stubborn Thora.
How hard was that?
Yes, as Sir Edmund said, forgive me, I am exhausted.
Panel 5.
Erica judges Thora as Samantha attempts to moderate.
Let us not judge her too harshly, Your Highness. Angel's blood can overcome unwary minds who happen to be nearby. I suggest we forgive her outburst and begin the ritual to restore magic to the governess army.
Page 15, panel 1. Gretchen steps forward to save Thor's bacon, who remains defiant.
Who do you want to read for that one?
I guess I'll. Indeed, my queen. We rode all through the night without break for the past 3 days. Her mind was tampered with by dark fairy magic. It may take some time before she's her old self again.
Panel 2. Edmund attempts to talk some sense into these bitches.
Let's be honest here. We're all quite weak from the rigors of journey. However, Thor's mind was taken from her. She may be mad or an agent of a power sinister to our interest. Sorry. Oh, making up words here.
Well, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all evil. So
Yeah.
I didn't want her to say, maybe an agent of an evil power. Like, well, that's all of us. Okay, a power
Yeah,
sinister to
yeah,
our
yeah.
interests. How's that?
We're all assholes here. It's like, yeah.
Like, we're all evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Panel 3. Gretchen stands before Thora and expresses her righteousness.
Might be best to keep her confined to the dungeon until we can determine whether she will be her old self.
Nonsense. She's fine.
Panel 4. At last, Queen Erica grants the court a smile.
As a demonstration of my grace, I shall grant mercy. I fear not what may happen as long as you are at my side.
Page 16, panel 1. Foreground with a look of mischief. Erica leads the triumphant Edmund off panel. Background, a relieved Gretchen tries to pry Thor's annoyed glare off the queen as Samantha reverently takes the angel's blood in the direction of her chapel.
So, let's get you back to my bedchamber so you can rest and protect me if the need arises.
Panel 2. Standing behind the seat of Thor in her simple room, Gretchen unfastens the buckles holding her governess armor in place.
Let's get you some rest, my liege. We have a big day ahead of us. There will be much to do once your magic is restored.
Agreed. John?
Panel 3. Removing the governess armor to reveal Thora's open-necked tunic, Gretchen continues.
We have to be careful now that we are back at the court. Edmund may look to eliminate a rival.
It all seems so pointless.
You must work extra hard to curry favor with them.
Panel 4. Despondent Thora stares into nothing as Gretchen sits at her bedside and seeks to comfort her.
Yes, I must serve those who will eventually have me dead in the hopes of living out a few years more.
You must stop thinking like this, Thora. Doing your utmost to please the queen is the will of Viviax.
Quite right, Gretchen. Pleasing our superiors until they decide we should die is truly all that matters.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Panel 5. Standing over Thora's bedside, Gretchen places a goodnight kiss on her forehead.
Get some rest. Or now get some rest.
Page 17, panel 1. The light wanes as Gretchen leaves Thora's bedchamber, taking the only lantern with her as Thora closes her eyes.
Sweet dreams.
Panel 2. In the world of dreams, a terrified Thora sits in the center of the summoning circle, looking upon a gigantic demon lady, Urshkagal, who gazes down with curiosity from her obsidian throne. Panel 3, startled awake, Thora opens her eyes and jerks her head from the pillow.
Ah.
Good one.
Yeah. Ah.
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 Panel 4, unsure of her surroundings, Thora finds a refreshed Gretchen, who now wears a new day's attire.
Whoa, easy, governess. I did not intend to startle you, but a new day awaits.
It's morning.
Indeed it is.
Panel 5, both dressed in infernal vestments, Samantha chants at the altar of Viviax, while Rachel holds a soon-to-be sacrificed infant in her arms, swaddled in a white garb and bound with a belt bearing Viviax's demonic symbol. Both Rachel and the altar were seen at the start of issue 1.
Samantha has already begun the ritual.
Go, Samantha.
Yay.
We beg forgiveness from great Viviax, our demonic lady of lust and control. We are lost without your profane guidance. We beseech thee, O great one, to return the magic that instills fear in the hearts of men.
Hers of men.
Whatever. Lest they rape us into submission to shameful patriarchy.
There you go. Yeah.
In the hearts of who knows in the hearts of the shadow knows. Okay. All right. 18, panel 5. Or 5 panels. There we go.
Page 18, panel 1, both dressed formally. Edmund sits with Nestor. Issue 1, for breakfast. Reminiscent of Henry VIII, Edmund wears an adorned layered coat, tunic, and short cape that all just below his codpiece. He wears hose to accentuate his calves, and his
I think I'm
feet
going back to that.
Yeah.
bear shoes with obnoxiously long toes. On his head sits a circlet.
And a dark fairy magic it was.
Monstrous.
Fortunately, I was the only real combatant on the trip, so Thora being waylaid did not prevent me from killing the bastard.
Once again, Sir Edmund, you demonstrate the nobility of a superior man.
Panel 2, Thora and Gretchen enter the dining hall to join the two men. Gretchen hides her insecurity in a full-length dress with a tight, modest neckline. Thora projects confidence in her formal corset and gown.
Oh, good morning, Sir Edmund and Sir Nestor.
Morning, Gretchen, Governess Thora.
I hear the High Priestess is hard at work.
Panel 3, 4 sit together for breakfast.
Yes, definitely. I feel we should ride out and check the border, but the Queen has ordered a celebration.
Just as well. We'll be good to rest for a couple days. Thora got it pretty bad. Yeah, she did.
Yes, Edmund was telling me. There was a fairy?
Panel 4, Thora stares daggers at Edmund as Nestor proceeds.
Whom charged you into fighting, but you proved utterly ineffective. Is that right?
The summoner used his magic. I'm fine now. That's all that matters.
Panel 5, seated at the breakfast table, Edmund probes Thora for weakness, as Edmund and Gretchen observe.
Oh, boy.
You can do it. Do you want me to do the line?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll do Thor.
I just hope that your mind has healed. The Queen wishes the group that stole the ruby to be hunted down. It's unfortunate, but rumors spread of the party of 4. Some mercenary group that features specialists working together to overcome fantastic odds. Even with their magic restored, there's no more dangerous assignment than the deaths of the party of 4. I'm feeling
okay, yeah, that's okay. I'm feeling tip-top, Sir Edmund. I'm not the first sword wielder to succumb to a charm. Could have happened to any of us.
I pray you're right, Thor, for all our sakes.
Page 19, panel 1.
Why is that line funny?
I don't know. He's just so snarky. It's
He's
funny.
such a dick.
He's like, yeah.
He just punches the protagonist in the face every scene. Just,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Panel 1, Emma, an early 20s lady-in-waiting, tightens the strings on Erica's shiny red corset dress, which serves to accentuate the Queen's ample bosom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
And again, inhale. Good. Well done, Your Highness. Powdered wig?
Indeed.
Panel 2, Erica sits on a low pedestal, holding a paper fan to her face to protect her from the red dust sprayed onto her Sisu wig by Emma, who also placed a white drape over Erica's shoulders.
There we go.
Hef, pef,
There we go.
Yeah.
Panel 3, clad in scarlet from wig to full-length dress, Erica stands before a full-length 3-panel mirror, judging her reflection as Emma stands by, hoping she finds none. Her makeup now bears the mark of Horus around both eyes.
Oh, I have done my utmost to ensure that Your Highness is pleased.
You have done well, Emma. I look ravishing. You should not fear being beheaded as Sabrina was. I stand ready to meet my goddess.
Page 20, panel 1. Measuring 10 meters across, the symbol of Viviax has been drawn in blood on the floor. Queen Erica stands holding a parchment with Samantha, who holds the angel's blood on a dais at the midpoint of the symbol. Around them, Rachel and other ladies of the court wearing corsets and leather harnesses hold hands to chant to their demonic savior. Hanging from the ceiling, a fist-sized ruby glows in demonic power.
I'm worried I echoed demonic too much, but it's in a direction. It's okay.
Yeah.
In her great wisdom, Viviax, our goddess of eternal defilement, has accepted our ritual of supplication. Do you stand ready to renew your contract?
I do.
Panel 2. Samantha drips a brush into the vial of glowing liquid as she studies Erica's face.
Then you shall wear the mask of truth upon your face as you dedicate yourself to your eternal torment at the hands of our goddess.
I am grateful for all that you have done, High Priestess.
Panel 3. Series of panels.
You there?
He is muted. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Samantha's POV. Oh yeah, I got a cold, so if I'm muting, it's because I'm coughing spells.
I understand.
I didn't understand. All right.
Samantha's POV. She brushes the iridescent blood into the gaps in the eye of Horus around Erica's left eye.
As queen, am I Erica?
Yeah,
you're
doesn't
Erica.
really matter. Okay, as queen, I fully accept the responsibility for breaking the last enchantment. I pledge to find those responsible and send them to hell for eternal torment.
Panel 4. Samantha's
Nice.
POV. She brushes more glowing liquid in a fierce upward stroke from Erica's left eye toward her hairline.
As head of state and ultimate authority, I shall remain wanton, unchaste, and
Indecent.
decent. Okay, yes. For you have shown me that my subjects live vicariously through me, and my experience shall pleasure as their own.
Panel 5. Samantha's POV. She brushes more glowing blood onto the gaps in the eye of Horus around Erica's right eye.
I shall teach the women of our queendom that men's only purpose should be to further the wishes of the women who control them.
Panel 6. Samantha's POV. She completes the mask of truth by brushing in an upward stroke from Erica's right eye.
And it is the only through trial, trauma, and humiliation that we are to learn our proper place.
Page 21, panel 1. Samantha stands in the dais just behind and to the left side of Erica, Samantha's hands on Erica's hips. She presents the queen to the court. Rachel and the other women of the court hold hands in a wide circle around the unholy symbol drawn in blood on the floor.
Then, by the power vested in our goddess of eternal defilement, I present Queen Erica, who once again acts under the magical protections and charms of, I need to change that to Viviax, Lady of Demons.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Hail Queen
Erica.
Fallen Star, Avenger of Women, Divine Instrument and Chosen of Viviax.
Yeah.
Panel 2, the ritual complete. Samantha adopts a more casual demeanor as she looks at an impassive Erica.
Hold on, there we go. Pretty correct, everyone. As per the terms of the Infernal Pact, I stand ready to serve my queen. What do you wish?
Let us celebrate in the feast hall.
Panel 3, a long table bears many place settings and dishes of exotic meats and fruits. All characters appear as we say them
Saw
previously.
them. Yeah, sorry. My
Bearing
spelling
a tray of wine-filled goblets, Emma places one at a place setting while Rachel and the other ladies waiting observe the proceedings. Erica and Samantha stand on the other dais at the head of the table. Edmund, Gretchen, and Thor stand respectively before the court.
Oh my. And now we celebrate our returning champions. And so tell me, who deserves to sit at my side? Shall it be my tournament champion, Edmund, who secured the angel's blood from the clutches of the dark fairy magic? I fear it sends a poor message for the queendom to constantly reward a virile man with my pleasures and company. So I will entertain arguments to the contrary. Tell me, who among you deserves to sit at my side?
Panel 4, Erica's POV. Gretchen flinches as Erica calls for her attention.
Gretchen.
Governess Thor, Your Highness. She acted without any magic at greater risk to her life.
Panel 5, Erica's POV. Thora withdraws a letter from her pouch on her belt.
Is that so, Governess?
Your Highness, before our festivities begin, I am duty-bound to relay a message to Queen Erica from Archimedes, the Summoner.
Page 22, Panel 1. Thora presents the letter to Erica, who looks a bit put off for the interruption.
He refused an offered slave. What more could he be after?
Panel 2, finding the letter inconvenient, she tosses it on the floor.
He is demanding that we cede the Cyclopean swamp to him. It would seem the hermit has ambitions of becoming a lord.
Panel 3, Thora steps up to challenge her queen.
We acted as your agents, Your Highness. We agreed that you owed him a debt of service. While we might find the terms objectionable, we cannot.
I shall do as I please. Samantha ensures me that our magic has been restored, so he is in no position to demand honor. He is in no position to demand we honor his bargain. There we go.
Your Highness, refusal to honor the terms of an ally who sided should be with us in a time of need may incur dire circumstances. How is that? Let's see. Serve with us. There we go.
Panel 4, Erica motions for Edmund to sit at the seat to her right.
Well, Sir Edmund, it would seem you may be the only knight here who has not forgotten to whom he serves.
Panel 5, Thora stands from the table and invokes the magic of her new patron.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Is that me or you?
You were doing Thor, I guess.
I fear the truth of your words, Queen Erica, for I have chosen to serve another. Ignat Fatagan, Erashkegal.
Panel 6, an explosion of hellfire erupts around Thora as she transforms into a 9-foot demonic monster with rippling muscles and a deadly tail, despite still wearing the formal corset and now glowing necklace of Thora.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Page 23, Panel 1, splash page. In demon form, Thora lifts up a frightened Erica in her left hand and Edmund in her right off the ground.
I decided every combat Edmund has to be lifted off the ground.
Wasn't that a suggestion from Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
every fight he's got a one.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And now, foolish mortals, we shall discuss the consequences of failing to honor a bargain with the Reshkagal, mistress of oblivion. And
Ouch.
that's where we close.
Is that the last page, or?
That's the last page. That's it.
Yeah. There
I
you
got
go.
no more pages. Yes, exactly. He does sound tired.
He sounds like he has a cold. Yeah.
Preston is overacting, John is dry, and poor Larry is trying. He is.
I am always trying. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
My brain doesn't always see the words how they're.
Yeah.
on the page. Sorry.
So anyway, I've introduced the party of 4. The party. Well, we met them in issue 1, but now I've decided they're going to be the thing, and they're going to be, going forward.
They're going to be the heroes.
The heroes that our villains have to try and bring down.
The people, yeah.
Yeah.
So the only good people in this entire story.
Yes, exactly. This is about a quest to kill the only good people in the entire story.
I like it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna, because I think there's gonna be a lot of interest, because what we're doing is we're looking at PCs from an NPC perspective. I think the gag is gonna be like, every time they're able to actually kill one of them, they're gonna die going, "It was so unfair." They say that every time. It's amazing. Anyway,
Oh man.
But anyway,
That's fun.
yeah. All right, Larry, what'd you think?
Yeah, it's definitely going in a good direction, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I really like your direction pages too, because I know they're not going to be in the script, but it's fun to read stuff like, Edmund's going to put the bitches in their place and stuff
Exactly.
like that. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, no, the script's pretty solid. The language is good. It's got some good flow. There's not really any criticism that I can give on the structures or anything. You already picked out most of your mistakes, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, I agree. I think using what's his face for the scene where they're going after Thora before the dinner is better than having it be with Arika at the dinner. So, because you kind of already have Thora and Arika going at it,
Right.
they don't really need to repeat that per se. At least not from an emotional standpoint, because we already know that they're at odds. So I think, but doing it with that other dude, Nestor or whatever, I think works. And yeah, I like the twist at the end. I think that's you always want to end on a little bit of a twist, so I think that's got you.
Excellent. And I got big giant lady in a corset.
Always thinking about the covers. Yeah.
Always.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Boy, the only bad thing about covers is you have to make a book to go with them. Otherwise, it'd just be amazing.
Yeah. Well, at least you're just not writing it for the cover per se.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I just made a picture and now I'm gonna write a book around it. It's like
There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to make it a good story.
No, you just have to make it a good story. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
all right, constructives. What do I need to change? John, what do you think? I'm going to send this one off and call it done. But before I do, here's what's got to happen, right?
It seemed fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see any problems either.
I think it's pretty passable. So yeah, we're setting up for, there's going to be an uneasy alliance between, Viviax and now Ereshkigal, and so this bipartisan group of NPCs will now be hunting down the very dangerous party of 4. There will be conflict within, conflict without, conflict on every page. So
this party of 4 would be like the regular hero party that you would have in a fantasy story.
You're gonna have,
okay. That's pretty interesting twist on it.
Yeah. A cleric.
So, yeah. Cool. I like it. It's better than some of the other deconstructive properties I've been seeing lately in the RPG genre. So yeah.
Hey, but both Annie and I have, I guess, what we might call deconstructionist fantasy, because Reckless Child Endangerment, I think, is
but his is more like comedic, I guess.
Yes,
Definitely.
yeah.
Whereas yours is just like from the other perspective, but they're the heroes, sort of.
Mine's
but not really.
mine's embracing,
Yeah.
certain fantasy tropes. sexy ladies and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Now, if you had a bunch of ugly ladies, that would be deconstructed. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
There we go. I'm subverting your expectations.
I am subverting your expectation. This lady is dressed in a potato sack. It's like
Yeah.
that.
Your expectations were subverted.
She's a gorgeous woman, but we're gonna dress her in a potato sack for the entire thing. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I will never
You gotta
take.
admit, you didn't expect that.
No, yeah. I will never stop making digs at Ryan Johnson. So
Yeah.
I promise you that. So.
All right. Well, I guess I'll clean up the dialogue and direction. If you guys think of anything, let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the only script tonight.
Ah, no. It's not because I was lazy. I was actually trying to write. Yeah.
By the way, links in the description for both John and Larry's Kickstarter. And John, John, you're struggling. You will get it eventually. I don't know if this is gonna be if you end up just closing this one and relaunching it with a retooled thing and more of an email came that time, I'm sure you'll get across. But
you've got the advantage that your book is pretty much done, which is nice.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you don't have to worry about funding the art or anything like that.
No.
So which is good.
Yeah, now you can just start.
Yeah.
But there can be conceivably there might be some promotional deals we can work out, and I go to my email list and I go, hey, look at this great thingy over here that you should get.
I'm not opposed to referral links.
Yeah. That's something we'd have to negotiate off the air, but
Of course.
yeah, let me know.
Sign
I'll
the
write about it
contract
tomorrow
in
after I've
blood.
had a night's sleep.
There we go.
Definitely.
There we go. All right. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Express Polter Pocket X Comics. Thank you very much for your time. Bye. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Oh.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.